your eyes. You use them every day, for every task. But do you protect them from the myriad of potential hazards at work and at home? While your eyes are vulnerable to small particles and debris every day, you are especially vulnerable to hazards at work when performing golf course maintenance tasks, such as welding, cutting, mixing chemicals, fueling equipment, operating chainsaws, edgers, string trimmers, and mowers. The statistics are staggering. In the United States alone, there are over 2 million eye injuries every year, of which 50,000 result in a loss of vision. String trimmers alone cause over 1,500 eye injuries every year. In fact, string trimmers are now the 5th leading cause of penetrating eye injuries in the United States. Many of the tools used at the club may cause dust and debris to become airborne, and they could hit your eye at a high speed with a lot of force. Just imagine what could happen if wood chips, metal slivers, cement chips, or dust hit your eye at high speed. It may seem improbable, but it's not. Eye injuries are way too common around a golf maintenance operation, and worse yet, they're easily preventable. Now, I'm sure none of you want to lose your eyesight. So first, let's talk about the golf maintenance tasks that put you at the most risk for eye injuries. And then we can discuss how to prevent those injuries. First off, the use of chainsaws can be dangerous, as your eyes are vulnerable to flying chips of wood, sawdust, and other small particles. You should never operate any equipment unless you've been specifically trained and authorized to do so. This is especially true of chainsaws. Next is the use of string trimmers. As we mentioned earlier, they're the 5th leading cause of eye injuries in the United States. They operate at speeds above 8,500 RPM, so they can easily spin off fragments of the nylon line, which could enter your eye. They also spin off dirt and grass debris, which can cause damage to your eyes, including fungal infections, which could even lead to the loss of eyesight. In the same category are hedge trimmers, edgers, blowers, and mowers. They all throw off debris at a high rate of speed. Some types of grinders throw off metal fragments in the same way. These include bench grinders, reel grinders, handheld grinders, among others. Welding puts both the welder and bystanders at a high risk because it produces radiation that's very dangerous to the naked eye. Some of the UV rays produced can cause eye injuries to the surface of the eye and to the mucous membrane, causing arc eye or welder's eye. Chemicals and other liquids like gasoline can also cause eye injuries. You should be especially careful when working around them, as many of these products are caustic and could lead to serious chemical burns. The most common type of chemical injuries are caused by splashes, but chemical burns resulting from touching your eyes after handling chemicals are also a concern. Some of the liquids that can cause eye injuries are pesticides, herbicides, paint, fuel, oil, and cleaning products. Now that you're aware of what tasks put you at the most risk, let's talk about how to reduce that risk. As usual, the best way to protect yourself from potential hazards is to wear personal protective equipment, or PPE. The use of PPE isn't about personal preference or comfort, it's mandatory. You should always follow your club's policy on PPE, as well as consult the operator's manual for the equipment you'll be using, or the label or SDS of the chemical that you're using. All of these resources will help you determine what PPE needs to be worn.